Let me read from verse 6 so we get the sense. And God raised us up with Christ and seated us with him in the heavenly realms in Christ Jesus, in order that in the coming ages he might show the incomparable riches of his grace, expressed in kindness to us in Christ Jesus. Then when we read the two verses together, we first of all in verse 6, which we looked at yesterday, found out what God has done. He has raised us up with Christ, and he has seated us in the heavenly realms in Christ Jesus. And then in verse 7 we find out why he did that. See, it starts with those words, in order that. Why is it that God has done this remarkable things? Well, in a nutshell, it is to show off his grace. It is to show off his grace. One commentator that I looked at described it like this. He said that a patient who had survived a huge surgery is a trophy of the surgeon's skill, and a condemned prisoner who has been pardoned is a trophy of the mercy of the judge. And in the same ways, we are trophies of God's grace. You see, the fact that he has saved such a people like us, those who were dead in our transgressions and sins and all those other things. And since he has raised us up and set us with Christ, why did he do that? Well, it shows off how remarkable, how wonderful, how staggering his grace is. And that is true now. That is amazing now. That's what is so exciting when we hear testimonies of people who have been saved. We get to see, wow, what grace God has shown that person. But did you see in this verse, that's more than just in the here and now. It's so that in the coming ages, that is what all eternity is going to be. God's people gathered there, trophies of his grace, showing off how great he is. That's what trophies are, of any kind, be it a football trophy that you win for winning a competition or whatever it might be. The point of a trophy isn't just to look at the trophy and see, wow, isn't that spectacular or impressive? No, the trophy shows the greatness of the person who has won it. And so our lives show the greatness of God's. Because what grace it is, what grace has been expressed to us in his kindness in Christ Jesus. All that we've seen so far in these wonderful words of chapter 2, trophies of his grace. We're here now and for all eternity to display that to all who would see.